This is a civil trial.
It doesn't matter what it is. I can go in there. That's why there's benches. You can go see it.
It's not your business.
It's public, so it is my business.
So why did you go to every office?
Why can't I?
Huh?
What's the big deal?
Why is your problem?
Why can't I?
Because people don't normally do that. They don't come in here and go to everybody's places.
You walk all over the place for no reason at all.
I'm not most people.
You're right, it is public, okay? But when you're going from room to room, that's unusual, okay? Which is why he's checking on you.
Mm-hmm. And that's
now,
okay.
Now listen, because that's suspicious activity, we're investigating. That's what we're here,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Now, because of that, you do have to identify yourself because we're investigating a suspicious act.
All right, before I start this video, let me ask you a couple questions. Is it possible to be engaged in a constitutionally protected activity and have it legitimately be viewed as criminal suspicious activity? Question number 2. If very few people engage in constitutionally protected activities, but you do, does that automatically make your activity suspicious criminal activity? Just because very few people participate in constitutionally protected activity. And number 3, when a cop arbitrarily accuses you of being suspicious, isn't he responsible to bring you reasonable, articulable proof of the validity of that suspicion? And if he doesn't, and he forces you to obey his commands and edicts, isn't he the one who's engaged in suspicious criminal activity?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
So, what's your business here today?
Oh, I'm going to look at court.
Just look at court?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, sitting in there.
Okay. Well,
What are you sitting there for?
What am I sitting in there for?
That's why I'm asking.
You told me there was no court today.
This is a court that's got nothing to do with you.
Court Friday public. It's a simple question. I'm not being rude. It doesn't matter.
This is a civil trial.
It doesn't
So
matter
why are you
what it
doing
is.
that?
You can be in there.
How
and
come
watch
you were
any court
walking
you want.
around the building and
Because I've
going
never
in
seen this
everywhere?
court. I'm from
Huh?
Minot. Like I was
Yeah?
seeing the lady downstairs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're just wandering around sitting in a courtroom where you don't know anything that's going
Yeah.
on?
Why can't you?
Huh?
What amendment is that? The Fourth Amendment? If
I
I'm
don't
not
know if
mistaken?
I'm not gonna quote amendments.
So I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna
just
sit and
wondering,
watch.
And you're gonna be civil, because if you're not,
Was
there's
I
gonna be
in there?
problems.
Was I in there not being
No,
civil?
I'm just telling you
I'm
what's gonna
telling
happen.
you.
No, I'm telling you what's
No,
gonna
I'm
happen.
telling you what's gonna happen.
No,
I'm in there.
I'm
watching
telling you
court.
what's
I'm
gonna
telling
happen.
you.
All right,
You're gonna go in there, if you're gonna go in there, you're gonna be quiet. Go down here. Go down here.
let's walk around this corner. Around the corner.
I had no problem with you being in there, but if you start any shit in there, we're gonna be back and you're gonna be going to jail.
Didn't I
Do you
just-
understand?
didn't I ask
No,
you
do you understand what I
downstairs?
said? Do you understand what I said?
I asked
Do you understand what I said?
I asked you if there was court today and you told me no.
This is
I asked
a
you
civil
no.
trial.
It doesn't matter what it is. I can
doesn't
go in
matter.
there. That's
It's
why
none of
there's
your
benches.
business.
You can go see it. It's
It's none of your
public.
business.
It's public,
It's
so
none
it
of
is
your
my
business.
business.
So why did you go to every office?
Why can't I?
Huh?
What's the
Why?
big deal?
Why is your
Why
problem?
can't I?
Why you
Because people don't normally do that. They don't come in here and go to everybody's places.
walk all over the place for no reason at all?
Seems pretty silly to state the obvious here, but what people normally do or choose not to do can never be a justification to interfere with the life of a peaceful, free man exercising his rights. Just because others choose not to exercise them, and it may look odd when somebody does exercise them, doesn't give these cops any sort of legitimate foothold.
I'm not most people. I'm going in
I'm
there,
finding that out.
and I asked you if there was court today, and you told me no.
Right, there is
Because
no
I like
court.
to go in Minot a lot and go watch court.
Yes,
So
I
when is
know.
court in session? For what?
I want to see your identification.
For what law?
I want to see your identification.
What?
I'm
For
asking
what?
you as a peace officer, personal ID. So
I'm asking you as a peace officer. Here's the deal, Deputy Royce Crone. Peace officers don't disturb the peace by violating the rights of free people freely moving in public places. And peace officers sure as hell don't dishonor their oath to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution.
I know who I'm
For
talking to.
coming and seeing?
No, 'cause
My-
you're in
look,
my building.
My name's Derek. And this is our building.
I need your information.
It's our building.
Derek, let's not, okay, I'm gonna step in here, okay? Okay, we got security here, right? We've had security concerns in the past, okay? That's what we have. You're right, it is public, okay? But when you're going from room to room, that's unusual, okay? Which is why he's checking on you.
And that's
Now,
okay.
now listen, because that's suspicious activity, we're investigating, that's what we're
Mm-hmm.
doing, okay? Now, because of that, you do have to identify yourself, because we're investigating a suspicious act in a government building, okay? So if you ask for identification, you do have to provide it, okay?
And that is a load of premium grade BS. You only have to provide your ID if somebody has reasonable, articulable suspicion that you've been involved in or are committing a crime. In this case, this cannot be demonstrated, let alone articulated, because the cop just said that he's in a public place and has broken no laws. The bottom line is the cop just lied to him in order to get an ID, which he can then enter into the law enforcement database. Guys, whatever you do, guard your identification at all times. Remember, you can always plead the fifth.
Okay, and why? I don't understand. Like, I go in there and you pull me out when I'm legally
We're
okay to go in
we're
there.
checking to see what's going on. We're investigating.
I'm legally fine to go in there
Yeah,
and
but
watch
we want to
court.
make
And
sure
you
that
pull me out?
we're
Really?
just seeing what your intentions are and what's going on.
Let me ask you guys a question because I hear this from cops all the time. How in the world are they going to find out what this guy's intentions are and what's going on by getting his ID? They're not. This is a method of control.
Legally okay act. No, it's not suspicious.
It is to me.
Me and you don't have the same options of what's suspicious. What's suspicious to me is you pull me out of court when I'm in there
what's suspicious
watching,
to me?
not being loud. Sir, I let you talk. No, you're not going to shush me. I let you talk. I'm in there watching court and you have me come out here so they can run my ID. I'm in court and I'm sitting and being civil, not making any noise. And I asked you downstairs, was there court today? You told me no. And then you're like, well, it's none of your business. It's public. So it is my business. I can go in there and I can watch.
Okay.
Just fine.
Now it's my turn. You came in the building, all right? You're just walking around. You're going to every office
and you
and
can't do
everything.
that?
For no reason at all. All right, we have security concerns in here. People just don't walk around.
I'm not
No,
most people.
I'm talking now. Remember, it's my turn. Most people don't walk around and go to every office and checking out everything. That is not a normal thing to be done. That is suspicious to me. That's why these gentlemen are here, all right? This is a civil trial.
So basically, what he just said is that Derek didn't break any laws, he just did something out of the ordinary. Here's the deal again, deputy. Out of the ordinary does not equal suspicious criminal activity. And if it is suspicious criminal activity, then you've got to take the time as an officer to articulate specifically what you thought that criminal activity was.
You have no reason really to be in there. There's no reason to be
reason
in
to
there.
be in any courtroom,
Okay?
watching
You're
what's going on.
giving me an attitude whenever I ask you something, then you're going in there. My security concern is that you might start something in there. I've got a full place full of
And I'm
people.
sitting there being civil and quiet so that your security concerns goes right out the window.
That's where we're checking.
Yeah.
But that's why we're checking on you, okay? But
I just don't understand why.
I don't understand what your problem is.
You're in my building.
This
For
is
no
our
reason.
building. This is a
No.
public
You're
building,
in my
not
building.
your building.
It's my building.
Public, it's
For
not your
security.
building. It is not your building. So quit saying it's my building.
You're in my building.
It's not your building.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I'm security here, it's my building.
It's not your building.
I'm responsible for this building.
Okay, and
So
when
I'm
I came
checking
in-
on anybody that's suspicious.
And I'm not suspicious. You are suspicious. Treat me like a criminal when I'm not. When they come back and nothing is in my record, let's go. Let's go public.
No, let's go downstairs.
Let's go public
Let's
right
go
now.
downstairs.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
10-4, thank you.
Come on, downstairs.
For what?
Huh? So we're not disrupting this court.
I'm done disrupting. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna
Come
go
down
in
here,
there.
we can talk.
I'm done talking.
Come on downstairs. No, come
Officers, I'm
downstairs.
done. I just wanna go in there. I wanna sit.
Well,
This is a county building,
Okay, and it's public. We know
If
that.
you're not here for court and they don't want you here, they can do that.
If you're trespassing, they can do that. I'm not, or I'm committing a crime. I'm not committing a crime. I
right.
like to go to court and
It's,
watch.
but our building, their building, whatever. If they don't want you here, they can be like, time to go.
For, if you commit, it's like trespassing. If I commit
You don't
a
have to commit a crime. You don't have to.
Okay.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Still a county building.
So if they want you gone, then you have to leave.
The problem is I didn't do anything.
Right.
I gave you my ID and I was nice. He's more than rude, and you guys are very nice. And I just want to go in there. I want to sit and not like I was. Was I doing anything wrong. I was just sitting in there
Right.
watching that I'm okay to do.
Right? But you're at the point where, like I said, he's the head of this building, so what he says, you kind of got to do it, okay?
So let's get your boss then. Let's get your boss then.
Let's go downstairs.
Is your boss, we're going to go talk to your
Let's
boss.
go downstairs.
We'll go downstairs and figure
Yep.
it out there, okay?
Take the stairs for us.
My boss, my sergeant, is not here today. That's therefore, I am in charge right now.
All right.
Okay?
So I was up there not doing anything wrong. As you know, I don't have that. If you're like, hey, you need I don't need help. They ran my stuff, nothing came back. It tells you that I'm not a criminal. I've never been to court for stuff other than watching stuff in Minot. That's why when I ask, hey, is there any court going on? You're like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see the building. I'm from Minot. I'm not from Williston, so let me see the building. That's what I was doing. So
Okay.
if I got loud, I apologize. But we know that I can go in that courtroom, I can sit there and watch what's going on. It's public record. It's not
My concern
secretive.
is that you've gone to every
That's fine, because I'm asking
every
questions.
hallway, every office, places where I couldn't see you, and you were there
Yeah,
for a while.
and I'm asking
I don't know
questions.
what's going on.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right?
You're absolutely
I'm not trying to
okay.
ask you questions. You're saying that you have no business here, you just want to sit.
Why can't we sit in the court? I'm just watching. That's all I'm doing.
Because when I first approached you and asked you about this, you copped an attitude with me.
No, I
Yes,
was not.
you
I
did.
kind of looked at you and didn't copy
No,
that.
you copped
And I
an attitude.
apologize.
All right?
And I went up there and I was sitting and I was like, okay, well,
I'm going to
it's
give you an
done.
option, all right? You go up there, you can sit.
Okay.
I'm going to be up, it's going to be on camera, all right? I'll be watching. If I get any hint, any slight hint that there's going to be a problem, you will be out of here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you not used to talking to people?
Oh, I'm used to talking to people.
I'm not.
I've been here for over 25
Yeah.
years, man. I know about talking to
Did I
people.
cuss at you?
Huh?
Did I cuss
Did
at
I
you?
cuss at you?
You just said the F word.
Or you want to start, the way I talk, then you can just leave. If you're going to have a problem with the way I talk, then you can just leave.
Am I being unreasonable here?
Gentlemen, let him out of here.
Am I
Okay.
being unreasonable? Come on.
Okay. Yeah, like we said, you got your ID? Brett, you got his ID?
I get it back to him.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to have to escort you out, but you got to go, man. Okay?
We'll get your lieutenant, or where can I go?
My
to
lieutenant?
your Chief, whoever it is. I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
I was in here just looking around, which is
Yeah,
public
like-
property. I can do.
Well, this is my sergeant. You want to talk to him? You can talk to
I'm
him.
the supervisor on today.
Okay, and I never got an attitude with him. You've seen the way he's acting with me. I was not rude.
I understand.
If I'm getting loud, excuse me, but I can go up there and watch court, and I can sit there and be quiet, and that's what I was doing.
Yep. But as head of security of the building here, if he thinks the actions are suspicious, he wants to leave. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
If he thinks the actions are suspicious, he wants to leave, and you don't have a legitimate purpose other than to watch, I'm going to ask you to leave. That being said, if you do wish to file a complaint, there are options for that. It would be
So where's the suspicion? Can you show me what is suspicious on a piece of paper?
I've already
The law.
explained to you why it's suspicious. Okay. You come into a government building and you walk through.
Public
It's still a
property.
government building.
But it's still public property.
It's still government building. Okay? You go through security checkpoint, get in everything, okay? And you start going through offices where we have attorneys, important paperwork, lawyers, everything like that here in this building. And you just start going through it. We're gonna check on you. It's a little unusual. Usually you go to, well, I have court here, I'm gonna go to court here, and I'm gonna leave, right? I got city court here, I'm gonna go to city court, I'm gonna leave. This isn't, it breaks the normal, okay? Regardless if there's a law, it's suspicious activity. We are following up on that. Now, because like I said, you don't have a legitimate purpose here, and because the security wants you gone, and because even though it's a public building, it is still private, like, treated as private property, okay? Once gone, I'm gonna ask you to leave, okay? Now, if you want to file a complaint with how, the sheriff's office or the county handles things, because we're city, we're just here as a city, okay? That would be through the Williams County Sheriff's Office, okay? They're on the 3rd floor over there. Does that make sense? I'll explain that to you.
What is, let's go to public property, right on the sidewalk, because I want to talk to you guys more.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, there's more to this video, and if you want to check it out, go to Angry Collector's YouTube channel and let him know what you think about this interaction. And he already realizes that he shouldn't have given them his ID. We're all on a journey, and this is how we grow. Currently, he has 97 subscribers. If you like his content, think about subscribing. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. If you guys enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. And if you want to support the channel, my PayPal, Patreon, and Bitcoin links are below, or get one of these hard-hitting, conversation-starting shirts from the shirt store and put any design on a shirt, hoodie, or a mug. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.
Yesterday's trash queens.